School's out for summer. It's almost summer, but it's easy to fall into a summer slide once the school year comes to a close. Do your kids like to read or do they dread it? Either way, hopefully some of these summer reading tips will help engage your students to want to read more. Please stick around. If you're new here, I'm Euree, dentist turned homeschool mom to 5 kids. I'm so thankful for your time. Our channel is about homeschooling, read-alouds with our kids, and our God-given passions. We'd love for you to join in our journey by subscribing. This is a fun collaboration hosted by Cynthia from Gracefield Homemaker. Cynthia is a mom to 3 with an inspiring channel about homemaking and homeschooling. It always helps me to get advice on pretty much everything in life. So thank you, Cynthia, for leading on this collaboration. I have the entire reading playlist and Cynthia's channel linked down below in the description box. So hop over to those when you can. Let's jump right in. Here's how the Chan 7 keeps reading alive during the summer. Our most favorite way to keep reading during the summer is to utilize our library's summer reading program. During the school year, you can get involved in the Brahms Book Buddy program or the Pizza Hut's Book It program. These programs totally give the kids the push to keep reading while getting some free stuff. Last year, our 12-year-old won a gift card for reading the most hours in her age category. And if you don't have the luxury to a program, you can give your own incentives at home. And some of those incentives could be like going to the movies or borrowing a movie of choice, eating donuts or ice cream. That's something that you don't normally do. Getting to have food from their favorite restaurant. And if those aren't options, maybe you could even reduce a chore or give a monetary incentive. For our kids, money always seems to work. And hopefully this should help the kids learn to set goals. My next tip would be to have siblings read to each other. And maybe the incentive could be like 10 cents a book, but of course that'll depend on the book, but you get the idea. And just like an audiobook, hearing other people read to you should count. My next tip will be to let the kids choose what they read, with some exceptions, of course. If the kids are reading what they're interested in, they're more likely to want to read and to read longer. We actually let our kids read books like Dog Man and Big Nate. I know some programs out there, like The Good and the Beautiful, discourage those sort of books because they aren't wholesome and don't have very much enriching substance. But we feel that if they're reading and enjoying it, who cares if the books are graphic books and have a little humor that may involve a little bit of negative behavior? Anyway, that gives us room to discuss what's actually appropriate and what's not appropriate. And summer is a great time to let the kids tell you about and talk about the books that they choose. And if they really like the book and if they're interested in the book, they're going to be pretty excited to tell you about it. Oh, they're ready. Hi!
I was never.
Oh, never? Close the door. Thank you. My next tip will be to form good habits. Maybe that'll look like having everyone read around the same time when we devote time to reading without distractions and electronics. This was pretty hard for me because when the kids are busy with something productive, I tend to gravitate to doing my own things, and that can involve electronics. I'm definitely going to have to work on setting a good example by partaking in the habit of reading without distractions. I'm probably going to have to take that time to read more to our littles because if not, they're just going to be distracting anyway. My final tip is to surround everyone with good books by making those trips to the library, reading together, and listening to audiobooks. And also make reading a cool thing by maybe having the kids swap or borrow books with their friends. Our oldest does this with her friends, and it has made reading so much more fun, and the accountability is great. And it gives them something worthwhile to talk about. So those are our 5 summer reading tips. Please comment down below on how you get your kids reading. It always helps me to get advice, so I hope you're as excited as I am to check out the playlist. And don't forget to check out Cynthia's channel. And also, please help support our channel by liking and subscribing. That'll help YouTube and me know what sort of content y'all like. Have a great day and have fun reading.